On this episode of Play the Hits, Max is gonna play some NieR Automata. Automata. How's it going tonight?
Whatever the fuck it's called. And Chris will finally get naked.
But you won't be able to see it.
Or will you? Stay to find out.
You know how to
how you
tease.
doing,
Pretty good. How about yourself?
I'm doing.
All right, awesome. You're gonna tell me about your brand new D.
Oh yeah, my rock hard D.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Hey, what's up, Sparks? Time for more spooky
Orcs.
children. Yes.
Yeah, I guess so. Actually, I have no idea how old they're supposed to even look, but oh.
Well, they're intentionally juvenile looking. I get that, but
Yeah. I think 9S is probably like a couple weeks.
It's not gross. Anyway, yeah.
All right.
let's not cross that given the events of today.
Not in the first. Oh yeah, Jesus Christ.
We literally have a pedophile rapist who we voted for twice back in office. God damn, man.
And he was already a bunch of other horrible things. I mean, I guess technically he was still a pedophile rapist when he got
we
voted
just
in the first time.
didn't know as much about it.
Yeah, but now he's on trial for that shit. So.
No, he's not. He's above the law. Like literally, like Jack Smith just even admitted he's like straight up above the law, and there's nothing we can do.
Well, since
I'll put this
the incoming
information out there,
president,
but yeah.
Just to make you all more depressed. But,
well, I mean, we knew.
Oh, yeah.
There's not going to be a
of course.
single surprising thing in there, and still his people are going to be like, "Yep, better than a Democrat or a." I don't even know what they thought Kamala was. I never quite got. Their response to her was like so limp-wristed. You know, it was literally just like, yeah, we don't really want a woman to do this, and we got to let Trump get away with his crimes, right? And everyone just kind of decided, yeah, let's do that.
Yeah. I don't know. I've been kind of disassociating most of the day and like obviously not following the news so much.
Yep.
But then, going on Reddit, it's like, okay, I knew what I was getting into. I wanted to see, just in that format. And yeah, I saw the fucking like richest man in the world giving a Sig Heil. And it's just like,
dude,
are you fucking serious?
Like literally gave a Nazi salute at a presidential inauguration, and I guess that's a thing that we're accepting now. Okay.
Yeah, and people were just like, yeah, cheering him on. And
yeah, right on.
I think even like
right the fuck on.
I saw it through the aspect of like CNN where they were like, here it is again. Of course they were cowards and didn't call it a Nazi salute, but they did say a salute. And they were like, never seen that before. And you could tell
just like a salute that everybody does in their daily life and completely doesn't get called out for being a racist, dangerous piece of shit, right?
I could
totally
tell they were
normal.
biting their tongue. They didn't call it out, but they were just like, ugh.
Yeah. I don't want to get too deep into the weeds with this because, like, it is truly depressing. And
it is.
I'm doing kind of what you're doing, just disassociating. And honestly, I'm kind of just taking a media break for the next 4 years. I mean, I'll follow, like, tech stuff and the things that I enjoy. And
that's kind of what I did the last time.
Yeah. No, I didn't. I got real deep into the media.
Oh, yeah?
Like, I kept, like, 4 years ago, I kept thinking that, we're just one really good, scandalous story away from something that even he can't deny or pivot, and I don't believe that anymore.
You're kind of waiting for that, yeah.
Like, there's nothing. There's no bottom. There is no scandal so earth-shattering or so deplorable that it will actually stick to him.
Yeah.
He is just God's special little asshole.
People will
really
either
is. Like that.
People will either deny it, or they'll say you didn't see what you thought you saw, or here's the real reason it happened.
Or just suck it up, lib. I mean, cry.
Yeah,
just cry. Yeah. I mean, this is straight up. It really is. This is the last thing I'll say. I texted you before the joke, but it's not a joke. This really is his world, and we just occupy part of it. I mean, there's I was saying with Max or Nick last night, you know, I'm still gonna vote my principles and vote left pretty much every time, unless there's some issue that's like really stupid. But like I have no faith in my party, like none. And not like I don't share principles or economic values or core decency. I just have no faith in the democratic machine to produce viable candidates and win elections. They just can't do it. Yeah. And I just have to make peace with that. Like, they're always going to be the underdogs. Their occasional wins will give way to Elon for president or who the fuck else knows, Yeezy or who the fuck ever, you know? It's just their world to eat up. And so I just have to find a different avenue of joy and service to be a part of. Is it super bright again, or is that just me?
It might be. Now, is that HDR on my end?
No,
it probably
hold on
is, because it...
No, I have HDR off.
Yeah, if there's an HDR setting, let me see.
No, obviously, you're good.
You sure?
Yeah, it would all be on my end. I think it's okay.
All right.
Anyways, yeah. So, like I said, I mentioned not wanting to get into the weeds on this because it's so depressing and so demoralizing.
Yeah.
But here I am doing it anyway. Well, because I mean, it's so visible. I mean, the whole next 4 years are just his victory lap. We have to just cherish him and look at him being above the law and having no consequences. Sparks even writes, you know, we're just waiting for the McDonald's to do his heart in. He's 82 years old. It doesn't matter if, like, that's not going to happen because his money's a magic shield from everything. Even he gets the best doctors because of how much fucking money he has, and insurance stuff doesn't apply to him. So
I mean, you get the best doctors and stuff, but that's not going to save you after a certain point.
But again,
we'll
he's
wake
82.
up to his obituary one day.
He already beat heart disease. Like, if it were going to happen, and it's... I mean, at this point, if he dies, he's dying of old age. It's just...
I mean, old age can be a lot of different things.
Yeah.
Those arteries are pretty sclerosed, I would say.
Yeah, but my point is, it's not like, you know, the heart attack is going to come along and claim him and save us from him. Like, we're living already in his world. He is one. He is the galactic emperor, man. He did what he set out to do, right? And so at 82 years old, whether he dies of a heart attack or just peacefully in his sleep, like, it doesn't matter because he got away with it. Yeah, I agree, Sparks. New topic time, but man, I'm pissed, and I'm sick, and I don't like seeing it, and I know I have to see it, and I have to be a part of it, and it just sucks.
You're a part of it as long as you're a part of this world.
Yeah, I know.
But, you know, like you said, you could lose yourself in other things.
Right, and
as far as, like,
that's
different
my
services.
intention. But today I'm just pouting is all I'm doing.
You're allowed.
Man,
that's totally fine. I'm not gonna harp you for that.
Yeah. Shit, what else was I gonna say?
You don't have to be so
Oh, Sparks has a 3-legged kitten she's going to adopt. That's...
Oh yeah, that's right.
There's a little glimmer of something. Trump comes on the news first thing tomorrow. All domesticated animals will be euthanized immediately. Because fuck you.
What did he already do today? Wait, I still gotta... Oh no, it's this person.
Oh, I remember what it was. And then to top it off, the former what was her name? President of Planned Parenthood passed away.
Oh, did she?
Yeah.
Was that today?
The Texas
or when
governor's
was that?
daughter. Oh crap. What was her name? Gonna drive me nuts. She was a wonderful human being.
Yeah.
It'll come to me. But anyways, yeah. So
was that today that it happened?
Yeah, it was today. Straight up
man.
Today. She just... I mean,
it's
like, not like she was still
I've
super active, but you know, she just pieced out.
Yeah, I get you. I mean, that's kind of what it looks like, doesn't it?
Crap, what
That
was her
fucking
name?
sucks,
It's gonna
dude. I
drive
didn't
me
know.
nuts. But yeah, so like, just as Trump takes office for the second time to completely dismantle our society, one of the major pillars of women's rights for the last 40 years, passes away.
Yeah.
It's just, I don't know, it's poetic. Anyway.
Ugh. Don't want to say that.
I did enjoy Biden's preemptive pardoning of like Liz Cheney and the January 6th committee because Trump vowed revenge against them.
Oh,
so,
did he do that?
Yeah,
oh, that's
he
funny.
preemptively pardoned them. Trump cannot legally prosecute them. Not like he could have prosecuted them anyways for doing their
he
jobs,
could've.
but
I mean, he could have
official.
tried.
Say that again.
He could have tried, and I think he would have tried.
Oh yeah,
I mean,
absolutely.
He
I'm
tried
sure
to
he
say the
still
last
intends to
election
try.
was stolen.
He's too petty to let a little technicality like a presidential pardon get in his way.
Yeah.
All right.
So what's been going on with you? Oh yeah, the new desk.
Yeah. So I got a so I had that like double wide one.
Yeah.
In the front of my media room, and it wasn't quite doing the job that I needed it to do because I couldn't set the PS5 or the computer on top of it. So instead, I got a traditional width desk, but it's a sit-stand desk, so it's adjustable.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Cool.
so I've got the fancy little control here that I press the button and I can stand at it. And then I just put like a half-size bookshelf there, and that's now what the computer is resting on. So it's a lot cleaner.
Oh, okay, cool.
The really nice thing about this one is I took my time picking it out. It has a built-in cable compartment, so all my cables are hidden.
Sweet.
Yeah, it looks really sexy.
Cool. What's the is it like any brand I would know or anything?
No, it's not a brand that I recognized, but I checked them out online. And they have a really good reputation. Kuro or something like. Hold on, I'll find.
And what are you doing with the old desk?
I just gave it away.
Oh, okay.
Let's see here. It is called a Real Space Koru L-shaped desk.
Gotcha.
So it does have like the little like L-shaped leg that you can put like a laptop or something immediately next to you while you're working. It's kind of nice.
Okay, cool. Yeah, I never heard of them, but the as far as the stand-up desk, I always hear that it's good for you not to be sitting all day.
Yeah.
Especially if it's like you're working from home or something, and that's kind of like all you do is like office work on a computer.
Right.
Yeah. Good to stand up sometimes. I know that's not you, although I imagine you could be sitting.
Yeah, no, my office work
at
the church gets pretty sedentary sometimes, but well, the funny thing is though, like a study with standing desks, essentially found that unless you're like kind of actively moving or kind of taking steps at your desk, it really doesn't do a whole lot. But you're right, it is good to have the motion of like stand up, sit down, and like it basically the standing portion of it just encourages you to move a little bit than a little bit more than you otherwise would sitting down. So, and it's also just kind of nice. Like sometimes I don't want to be sitting and I just kind of want to have straight posture.
I'm looking at my posture right now. I'm sitting on my couch because I'm playing this on a TV. Horrible. Just like I'm leaning forward. My neck is kind of like my shoulders are up, like I'm fucking stressed out or something. Even though I'm just playing a game, talking to my friend.
I don't know what you're stressed about right now.
I think it's just my normal gaming posture, actually. And it's just like, well, this fucking sucks. I need to. Oh, wait, what was I looking for? Other or sound?
Sparks, what if you got a trampoline to put under it? I like this idea. Actually, what I really want is one of those like little, like floor level bicycle things that you can put under your desk. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, I do.
Like a little stationary bike, but
a foot elliptical.
Yeah.
There's that too.
Exactly. The problem is there's so many out there. Like that would be another thing that I'd have to research because there's so many that are just garbage, like no resistance, and they fall apart and
Yeah,
That-
I've seen them for like $150.
And
And
that,
it's
that's
just
probably
like,
where you're
okay.
starting to get into the, you
It might
actually
not fall
do
apart.
get like a little bit of resistance and workout for it. But like if you get one for under $100, you can just expect it to be, you might as well just wag your feet instead of
Yeah.
buying.
I swear I get so much of a workout in the morning when I like first wake up and I just sit there like a dying turtle, just I'm stretching everything for like 30 minutes, like
Nice.
oh
Dude, I desperately want to be one of those people that, gets up like at 6 a.m. and just hops on the exercise bike, makes a cup of coffee, reads the morning news, takes my shower, and then goes to work. No, I get up like 30 minutes before I'm due into the office, like shower,
that's me too.
kiss my kids goodbye, and go.
sounds so dramatic that way, but yeah, no, I get you.
Yeah.
It's
That's all. Like, I've
thing is,
never
though,
been a
about those
morning person,
people-
and I've always been a night owl.
yeah, that's the thing. Those people who are, crazy are able to just like be gung ho 6 a.m. They're going to bed at 9 o'clock.
I know, and I desperately want to do that, but I also
Can you do that?
what's
Can
that?
you? Is it possible?
Not really at this stage in my life because my kids go to bed like.
There's that too.
Yeah, like right around that same time. So like my time to, either sit and watch something with Sarah or play a game with you and then read a book or play a video game, that's all after the kids go to bed.
Gotcha.
And so, yeah, it's like on the one hand, yes, I really want to be one of those people, but on the other hand, I'd be really sacrificing kind of my evening mental health time,
Yeah.
which is not what I want to do.
And it's just like, I don't think you can really change if you're a morning person or not. Like,
No.
you can kind of change a little bit, like, okay, here's my schedule, but you'll always have your most productive time. And I don't think you could change that unless you're like totally sleep deprived and your most productive time is not supposed to be your most productive time.
Right.
But yeah, like I know me, my most productive time is probably like after 5 p.m. Somewhere like 5 to 8 p.m. or something. It's like,
Yeah,
okay,
I feel
I
you.
could get anything done in this time, but so it's like personal projects and stuff that's good for. Not so much for I don't know morning stuff or
Yeah.
actually going out
should be
and getting
enough.
exercise or something.
Let's get these back to the
Dude,
train.
you know what we should do?
Huh?
We should like explore like crypto mining or something to like go into business together, generate like a really healthy passive income, and then not have to work during the day so that we can actually make these things real.
I mean, yeah, there are definitely ways to do that. I feel like, I mean, not right now. As far as buying property is not probably the greatest investment right now.
Yeah.
I feel like real estate is, the real wealth creator in this country. I was, my dad and Raj were on a text chain, and just talking. I won't get into super specifics on the channel here, but like,
Yeah.
Raj put it in a very succinct way where it's just like, the things that have gotten me by far the most amount of money in my life was not hard work or, anything with my intellect.
Right.
It was just like paying people to like buying a house basically with money that I borrowed.
Right. Capitalizing
and-
and striking while the iron's hot kind of thing. Yeah.
Yeah, which is like, I mean, that's good. I'm glad for him. But it's just like, yeah, if you want to make real money in this country, it's not working your hardest at your career for most people.
Yeah.
If you have like a really, really good job that pays well, okay. But
that is not
yeah.
the majority of Americans.
no.
Which is another shitty thing that's only going to get worse under Trump is that the people who really do work the hardest are pretty much actively punished for it.
Oh yeah. I mean, you have Elon and you have who the fuck is the Treasury Secretary that he hired? I don't remember his name.
I know what you're talking about.
He's still going through the hearings and stuff, but
Yeah.
first says like no, straight up to Bernie, I'm not going to raise the minimum wage. That's not something that's important to me. But
Sweet.
also saying that the extending the Trump tax cuts is the most important economic issue of the day. It's
Yummy.
like, yeah, okay. Those rich people
nothing will go wrong
need more
there in
tax
10
cuts.
years.
And we'll just continue to have that money trickle down to us.
Yeah, can't
But
wait,
yeah,
buddy.
anyway. It's really hard to avoid this fucking shit, isn't it?
It is, because it's so pervasive.
It's just your
It
life.
really is.
That's
Like,
all it is.
It sucks, especially because, like, when he's out again, like when his term's done,
Yeah.
I'm gonna be like staring down the barrel of Connor in high school and getting ready for college. So
Damn.
I've got to like negotiate, not
That's
just
nuts
my
to think
life,
about,
but
though.
his too. Like he's
Yeah.
about to get fucked by all this. Like it always
Yeah, I
seemed like
get
so
you.
far off, like
Yeah.
his future and his college career. Like, oh, but by the time Connor's 18, we'll have figured out student debt and we'll have kind of moved past all that. No, it's gonna get a whole lot fucking worse for the next 4 years.
It's for the next 4 years, yeah.
I mean, he's gonna deregulate fucking everything. Like predatory lending is not just
Yeah.
back on the table; it's the main course. It's
Nice, operator.
It's stuff like
the nice thing
Already
though is
on
that
day
Connor
one.
is a genius, and so he'll probably get a pretty. I'm banking hard on him getting a pretty decent scholarship, which is, looking more and more likely.
yeah. What is he said at this age as far as like what he wants to do when he gets older? Is he saying doctor? Yeah, I
He's
think
still
he
kind of
told me.
unrealistic about it. He wants to
get
be
ya.
a professional soccer player, and I love him to
I
death,
gotcha.
but he's got his old man's legs. He tries really hard and he loves the team sport
yeah.
aspect of it, which is so
Yeah.
encouraging the hell out of it.
Yeah, I think
But
until you
like
get to the
I've tried
college
to
level,
just like
it's all for
gently
fun.
explain to him that buddy, even people who are professional athletes still have degrees and like careers that they're qualified for in case something horrible happens to their legs. Just,
Yeah,
like trying to gently explain that to a 10-year-old is
it's hard.
tricky.
They're-
Hard to
they
navigate.
run off of like dreams and fairy dust. So,
Yeah,
that's a little
exactly.
difficult. And as a good parent,
yes.
part
Sparks,
of
that
it
was
is
a moose.
preparing them for the kind of sadder reality of life.
Yeah,
And-
unfortunately, like we talk pretty openly about like our objections to Trump and like kind of a fourth grade appropriate version of like the horrible things that he does, and
Yeah.
so he's kind of mentally aware that his government doesn't always have his best interest in mind, and to
Yeah.
kind of be smart, equip yourself, be the
I'm
change
changing the
you want to
difficulty
see.
back to
that kind
normal,
of
by the
stuff.
way.
He's pretty aware of those things, which is good.
Okay, it's good. That's definitely good. Actually, you know what? No, there's nothing bad to say about that.
No,
I mean,
it's like the
it's-
way that we framed it is, like, yeah, a lot of these things aren't good, and they're not good for other people. So counter it with positive action.
Yeah.
And so-
And it's also like just being in the dark. There are some things it's like you want to spare your kids, obviously.
yeah.
But something
Oh,
like
yeah, no,
that.
we haven't told him anything about like his crimes and like his treatment of women and stuff like that. It's more just like there's a man entering the White House who is just a hateful old guy, and he doesn't think that people should have equal rights and equal access to things, and it's just not
Yeah.
something we agree with because we
I
care about people.
I also have to imagine most children, without even being told by their parents or anything, just watching him on TV speak, they recoil. It's just like that's a bad guy.
Well,
isn't
except
it? Like,
for a lot of households in this country, the parents are like, yeah, if you fuck enough people, you can be like him.
I feel like I think there's a disconnect. I don't think they teach their kids that. Well, maybe some of the really fucked up ones do.
No,
But-
they're cheering for him. They really are. Like
They're cheering for
I know
him.
some of the Trumpers in Connor's class, and that they straight up tell their 10-year-olds that it's okay to disenfranchise and step on people and hurt others to get your way. Like that, all that means is that you're strong and smart and they're weak and dumb. And
Ugh.
I'm
Although
not
I am
kidding.
having kind of a fun time thinking about a dad being like, "It's okay, little Timmy, to disenfranchise."
Well, but I'm not sure they use those words, but that's
No, I
straight up
gotcha.
what's playing out in his classroom sometimes. Like some
God,
of these
that's
kids
fucking
are straight
sad.
up, like if I elicit a reaction from you and I get you to break or cry or get frustrated, I win.
Yeah.
That's what they're being taught at home by
Yeah.
parents. Like, that's okay. Back in the weeds. Sparks writes, "Why was there a moose? There was a moose because Max needs something to eat."
So stiff.
Well, to eat, to sell their meat, to ride them sometimes, giggity.
Giggity.
And also just to show, like, in the human apocalypse, boars and mooses, moose?
The
And
moose shall inherit. It's funny. I posted our last episode and I called it "The geek shall inherit the earth." I guess now the moose shall inherit the earth.
I guess so. Weird that you don't see, like, roaches. I guess that's
Yeah, that's a
mostly
little
for
too
Silent
much
Hill
visual
2.
fidelity for this game.
Yeah. Oh, that's right. I need to find Jackass. There we
Oh
go.
crap! I actually missed a whole bunch of Sparks. She writes, "Can confirm permanently sleep deprived because I'm most productive between 10 p.m. and 4 a.m." If I were left to my own devices and I didn't have a day job, my sleep schedule would straight up be like 2 a.m. to 10 a.m.
I get you. With my weird hours, I have weeks where I'm only working like the main job, Monday, Wednesday, Friday. So I got a few days off, and I noticed, like, naturally now, especially living by myself, like, I really just want to stay up until about midnight, maybe 1 o'clock.
Mm-hmm.
And I really want to wake up. It's hard because of the job, so it's trained me to wake up at 5 o'clock at the latest. But usually I go back to sleep, and I want to sleep until about 9 or 10.
Yeah. Yep. I feel you.
That's just, I think, that naturally what my body wants, and
It
there ain't
is,
any change in that.
But like, even for me, who, like I said, I'm a night owl, and I completely accept that about myself. Like, when I wake up and it's like 9 a.m., like if it's a weekend and I'm really sleeping in,
Yeah.
I'm always kicking myself because, like, shit, I missed the whole morning. Like one of the best parts of the day, and it's already almost over.
I get you. And as far as, like, the beauty of morning and stuff, and just, like, sitting on a porch when it's a little cold and you got some warm coffee and
Yeah, that's
the
exactly
newspaper
right.
or something.
Those are my
I get
favorite
that.
mornings. Is just getting a cup of coffee, reading some of my book, and yeah.
Totally get that. At the same time, it's just like, we are trained to feel guilty as well.
Mhm.
To be that, we're being unproductive.
Yes,
it's
that's
just like,
true.
productive
That's
for who?
Part of
Like,
the late stage capitalism machine, isn't it?
Yeah, but I get you as far as, like, those kind of mornings. I love them too.
Oh yeah,
There
and
is
I'd like to do
something
more
to
of
it.
them.
Exterminate.
2
I
a.m.
just
to
saw
10
a
a.m. is
random
my
clip
ideal
today.
sleep schedule. Working second shift from 3 p.m. to 11.
Oh man,
It's brilliant.
hats off to you, Sparks. That's not. Second shift, I can't do it, and I'm working a second shift tomorrow. They actually, thankfully, just cut. I say thankfully because I hate working 12 hours. Let's be real, working 12 hours sucks. But I do need the money. But what do you call it? I was supposed to work 10 a.m. to 10:30 p.m. tomorrow. I fucking hate that.
Uh-huh.
So now they cut it.
I
It's
bet.
10 a.m. to 4 p.m., which is like, okay, 6 hours. That's nothing. But yeah, working mid shift every day. I did that for a year. I can't go back to it because I will wake up at like 8 or 9 and be like, well, I gotta go to work, and then after work, I feel like I have nothing. And then yes, I could still stay up until like midnight or something, but
Yeah.
somehow it just makes the day shorter no matter what. There's a kamikaze robot chasing me.
Kamikaze robot chaser. Look at him go. Shit.
Yeah.
Damn.
At least he got his friend, and
Yeah.
his sacrifice meant nothing. But yeah, that's what they call them, kamikaze robots. In my save, I was trying to get 100% enemies,
Yeah.
like get the bestiary. It's
Oh,
very
okay.
hard because some of them are rare, and they just every time
They
you
just fucking
load
blow
into
up in your face.
well, there's that, but it's like every time you load into a new area, I always thought that the enemies were static and it's
Okay.
always the same enemies. It's not. They change every time. And so, like, right here, there's some flyers, but maybe next time it's some kamikaze robots and like one large robot or something, one of the huge ones. They all have like their patterns where it's like, okay, there's like 5 different combinations in this spot that are possible.
Yeah.
And one of them's usually going to be very rare. And so I was going on the wiki, and it's just like, oh shit, there's actually like even ones that look very similar. It's just like, okay, there's 5 different versions of this. One's like the enhanced version, and it
Yeah.
has like a red head or something like that. And
Oh wow.
yeah,
That's hyper specific, huh?
I'm like at 96% on that save. So there's but yeah, it does get very hyper specific.
Sparks
I don't know
writes,
why
I
I'm
was
killing
also
all these
working
things.
at a hotel where second shift was when everyone was checking in, so my extrovert battery was filled almost every night. I love talking
Yeah,
to guys. Oh, that's interesting. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
You know, for me though, like when I work that like well, I don't work shifts anymore, obviously. Like I get into the office at 8, between 8 and 8:30, and on a normal day I'm there, you know, till about 4:30, pick the kids up from school, come home. But then there'll be like a couple times a month where like I have those late night meetings, and
Yeah.
when I get those, one, I still have to be up, you know, for my normal hours, so it doesn't really apply. But like, unlike when I was younger, like when I get out of work, you know, late
Yeah.
in the evening, I'm not thinking, okay, time to grab some food, play some video games, and the night is young. I'm thinking I'm fucking laying down.
Yeah.
You know, like
Also, the amount of responsibilities you have has certainly changed since back then.
yeah, that's true. But like even if it had, like the way my body has changed enough would be like, you know,
You would
after
lay down.
getting off my day shift, I am ready to, you know, veg out and get ready for sleep.
I get you.
Like the party time has not begun. It is there is no party time today. Getting old is rough. Yeah, I mean, and I don't know if it's just getting
is.
older, like, and like Max said, you know, just priorities and things like that change too. But
Individual target ID
yeah,
marked.
it is not like, you know, college when you know you get off at 10 p.m. It's like, all right, time to do
All
what I
right,
want to
right?
do now.
It's time for my day now.
Yeah, that's exactly right.
Shit. Yeah. I remember that.
Yeah,
I remember
a day when I work until, you know, 8 or 9 p.m. is a lost day, isn't? And I try not to think
Yeah.
about it like that, but you know, it's just a day where like I don't get a whole lot of time to myself and just
Yeah.
make peace with it.
And yeah, it's just like when you feel productive, and it's just like there's also when you feel most awake, which is usually coincides with the productivity thing. But it's like if it's during your time, great. If it's during work time, because if you're at work, it doesn't matter which one you are.
Yeah.
You're gonna like power through it anyway, you know. But oh yeah, 9S gets these little like children's story things for whatever reason. They don't explain it. Don't worry about it.
Yeah, you don't got to. It's probably not important.
What's that?
It's
Analysis. It is the ruin of a
Oh man, I forgot to pee. I'll be right back.
Large
Oh.
numbers of humans reside
All right,
in such
you got to narrate and
abandoned
pretend
shelters.
Sparks is listening.
oh yeah, don't worry. Pretend for
I wonder why they insisted on living in such large.
All right, you go
groups.
pee.
Things
I
must
got
have been
this.
Really dangerous around here, huh?
Living conditions were mandated by economic imbalance and a lack of space.
All right.
Man.
This part of 9S's storyline is very much in line with 2B's, so we're pretty much just seeing all the same shit over again through 9S's point of view. But
From access point.
actually, let me just make sure there's nothing that I need to read here. Yeah, it's only when I mean you get like these little story beats, and like with boss fights, you get like different perspective. Oh, okay. No, this is all just like if I didn't have all the weapons and which no, I have everything. Although I realized on this save, I don't have all the pod programs. I think I'm just missing one. Oh, okay. Phew. For a second, I thought they were all gone. I'm not going to use the Gatling that much. We're going to go with... We're going to go with the missile for all of them. That's just if I need to get someplace I'm not supposed to be able to access yet. So, just like with 2B scenario, basically, I'm just going to the machine orgy. and then fighting Adam.
All right, I'm back.
What's
Is
up?
the game frozen?
No. Why? Oh wait, is it frozen on your end?
Yep.
You see what happens when you leave for
just got
1
to
minute?
do
That's so weird, though.
Target confirmed.
It's like it's trying
Oh,
to
wait,
train
no,
you.
no,
Don't
okay,
ever
it's
leave
back.
me again. Okay.
It's like pixely as hell, but it's back.
Oh, what the fuck?
No, not your connection, Sparks. I don't know what's going on.
No, it's just the metal in Chris's body. He usually sits at just the right place.
Right now, it seems to be. It seems to be
give the
back on
Wi-Fi
track. Yeah,
some
I don't know
enhancement.
what the hell. Like it just decided.
It fixed itself.
Yeah. Weird. All right. Dude, I love these liquid death teas, but holy crap, they make me have to pee bad.
Oh yeah. Have you tried that? Now they have a soda.
Oh really?
Yeah, they just came out with like Dr. Death and something
interesting.
something cola.
As much as
The,
I love their
they're-
teas, I'll probably have to try them. Assuming
only
they're
thing is
like
that-
not super sugary.
They're not, and in fact, that some people don't like that is they're not sugary at all. Almost, they're like 10
Ooh.
calories.
That's what I like about the tea is they still taste delicious, but there's almost no sugar in them.
The what do you call it? These colas. I don't know about the teas. The colas use stevia, which I'm totally fine with.
Ooh,
Like,
love stevia.
yeah, that's just so I love Coke Zero, but fucking Coke and Pepsi are still using aspartame, and even
I
things that are
know.
using like sucralose. I'm like, no.
Yeah.
And watch, like, in 10 years, they're gonna say, like, fucking somehow Reb A, Reb M, and all that shit, like, stevia's, cancerous somehow, which
Yeah,
is, like,
even though it's a fucking plant. Yeah.
it's a plant, and it's just, like, they say,
The
like,
cancerous
because
plant.
sucralose, they're like, oh, it's made from sugar, it's, like, and a fucking shit ton of chlorine,
Yeah.
but, yeah,
Sugar
that's,
and chlorine, you know, two basic food
you know,
groups.
yeah. But stevia is literally just the plant, and it's
Mm-hmm.
like the refinement process that's gotten really good with it.
Sparks doesn't like
Um,
stevia. I enjoy it. I thought it was really good. Like when they had that Coca-Cola with stevia for a while, I love that.
With half and half, it was like half sugar, half stevia,
Yeah.
and it was Coke Life, right? Yeah, I love that shit.
Yeah, I was like, man, just fucking do all stevia.
Yeah, seriously.
Like I don't need even half the sugar. I'm also one of those people where like my sweet receptors must be like hyperactive or something, because it's a real fine line for me between like, you know, not sweet at all and so sweet that I can't really stand it. So like
Oh, yeah.
for me, like a single sugar packet in my morning coffee is too much. Like I cut it in half. I remember these guys.
Yep, Robot Orgy.
Robo Orgy.
I didn't kill any of them last time. I don't think it's an ending if I... Well,
They don't have anything.
Yeah, Max, let them have their fun.
I did last time, you know?
Okay.
I think they start... Oh, damn it. See, I wanted 9S to be a pervert. I should have hacked one of them while they were boning.
Oh, that would have been funny.
Just to see what's going on.
9S, you okay? Shh, yes, I'm fine.
Yeah, nothing. I mean, what?
Nothing. Oh, man.
Ugh. Yeah, so a lot of this is going to be kind of the same until we
Yeah, I
get
was gonna say,
separated.
we're following some pretty familiar beats so far.
For sure. The only difference is, like, for certain parts, and aside from those, like, little children's story beats, you'll get, like, some extra, like, perspective
Okay.
on certain parts. Ow.
Now,
How
with
dare you.
20% more perspective.
Yeah, basically. It's just like, okay, and it's a little heavy-handed sometimes, I feel like. This whole game, when it comes to, like, androids have feelings, androids surprised that machines have feelings, surprise Pikachu face. Like, alright, come on. Turns out they can feel. It's like, alright.
We
This is
all
like when Rod
have
Serling gets
feelings,
really
children.
lazy.
Settle down. Yes, yes, we all have feelings. You're all just terrible.
Yeah. I like the one just jumping on the side.
Yeah, right.
The little biped ones that don't have legs really are kind of cute.
Yeah. Oh, kind of
Yep,
cute
physics
in their own
at work.
horrible way.
What's happening?
What What do you think's happening? Cut that shit down before it gets worse.
Although, to be fair, they're making a cocoon is, like, not what I would have bet on.
Yeah, I was thinking just like straight up Legion, you know?
Yeah, that's true, too.
Hey, it's the beautiful naked man.
Android?
He is very beautiful and very naked.
This is a machine.
Yep, checks out, no dick.
Yeah, right. Disgusting.
it must die. Wow, damn, you just breathed on him.
Yeah, basically.
Droids, why fight?
Why fight? Because you're here and you're prettier than me and you're naked.
Yeah, I'd like to think 9S like kind of does have a complex about that or something.
Right.
Just like the machine, we have to kill it. Also, not that good looking.
I also can't be it, you know? Suck it, discount Sephiroth.
Oh damn! I have my Cider Boys Strawberry Magic. Kind of suck that bottle down.
Kind of looks like he pooped himself.
Really a machine?
Pooped blood?
No,
just
his
poop.
butt was all dirty.
Oh.
The fuck is this shit?
Damn it, not another one.
Why did they not give me a penis?
Get out of here!
There is no God.
There's no God. Oh,
Immediately familiar about penises and that it should have one. And that it's some great injustice.
that's the first place he goes when he wakes up. Where is it? What have you done of it? Oh no.
What have you done with it?
Put it on.
Am I supposed to go that way?
I don't know. Nope.
No.
They wouldn't make you do that.
No, it's this. I know it's this.
Yeah. Oh, just keep riding it out.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, here you go.
Yeah, okay. Well,
you
what
go.
the hell? There we go.
Yeah.
Did it. Okay. Let's see how quickly I can get through this. Maybe we can get to, like, the fucking water Goliath and shit.
Yeah, I was gonna say, given how fast
What
2B
the hell
scenario
just
was, yeah.
happened?
I know. I've never seen a machine like that before.
It was
With
so
everything
hot,
as a
right?
man. Let's
Oh,
move
hey,
to
what's
area
going
within
on,
the
Saturday?
Contact command.
Saturday, I'm still fucking working.
Okay.
So, at least right now. And I don't know, like, at this point, because I thought I would get it off sooner. So at this point, I'm, like, resigning myself to that it's a good chance I'll be working, 10 a.m. to 10:30?
Okay.
Now,
So
if
I'm
it's
gonna
low
get in,
census like it is
around
tomorrow.
11-ish, 11:30.
So I'll have the spare keys. I will probably put them in a place like my mailbox or something. Something that's easy to open. And I will just, have you let yourself in.
Okay, this is
And I will send you dinner, basically.
Oh no, you're good. You're good.
Oh, good. But there's, like, so many places I wanted to, like,
I read you right
get
now.
to take you to
Go
eat.
ahead.
So,
We
yeah, I
need,
think
uh,
I'll like send some to
just
myself
counter
too
the
or
pair of
something. But
humanoid machines. We
I'm
need
hoping that
Someone
I'm either
steps
still
up
able
for
to
you.
find someone. What's up?
You said you're hoping someone steps up for you.
Hopefully you can
Well,
get something
that or more likely, they're just not going to need me
Oh, okay.
because the census right now, at least, seems like it's kind of low.
Okay.
And resource people are the first people they cut because they have to pay us more.
Gotcha.
So I'm hoping that's what it is. But in the past, they've been like, you know what? Sure, I'll take you off. And this time, they're like, try to find someone and put it on the website. So yeah, that's what I was hoping for.
Okay. Well,
But I'm hoping
yeah, keep me posted.
I'll keep you posted. It's literally the day before that they tell me, hey, guess what? We'll cut your hours, or hey, we don't need you at all.
Yeah, that'd be nice.
Whew.
That
Sparks
would be
writes,
nice.
Which pope was it that had all the dicks chopped off the naked Roman statues? I
I was
forget.
hoping we could talk about our next move.
Yeah, I don't know.
Worried
That was
about the
definitely like a
damage
while
we took
ago,
in
right?
last
Oh,
battle
yeah.
That
of
wasn't
the
in our
machines.
lifetime.
Maybe we should return to the resistance camp. To
Yes.
resupply.
Return to the
Alright,
resistance
let's go
camp.
back.
You got it.
Let's go back, but oh wait, shit! I thought they were just gonna teleport me.
Report.
Oh.
Like what the fuck?
Received from access.
Well, now
What
we
is
know
it-
where we're going.
What would it have done if I said no? The same thing? Like Jesus.
Exactly. Well, maybe you work that out yourself. Ugh.
Yeah, I was telling you earlier, like, as I was trying to find ways to, okay, if we have to do the chapter select and you can't actually, level down specifically or change the difficulty where, it actually would keep track with you being at level 99,
Yeah.
what do you do? And yeah, it turns out, so I have all the DLC because this is the, what is it, Yorha, Game of the Yorha edition. So it comes with all the DLC, but, and I did most of it. It's just like, fighting coliseums basically.
Okay.
But there's 3 coliseums. One of them is like these special missions,
Yeah.
and one is you basically play as 9S and you play as the machines, because one of the things you can do, I guess I could show you if I sneak up on a machine, you can hack. If
Sneak up
you
on that moose.
hack, yeah, if you hack typically, you'll blow up a machine.
Okay.
But if you hack them while they're not looking, you have a choice to either blow them up, get them as an ally, or to actually remote control them.
Oh, okay.
So, and every one that you've remote controlled in the game, it'll keep track of, and you can play as them in this arena.
Oh, neat.
So let's see. The square button. Oh yeah, this guy sucks. The square button does
He's
almost
just
nothing.
Garbage.
My shooty mechanic, that's my dodge mechanic. Let's see, that's my dodge mechanic.
Okay.
So I can jump. If I jump, I just float.
Okay.
And if I let go of the jump button. So
Exterminate.
actually, this model is one of the best things to use on the hardest levels.
Oh,
because
really?
you can just fly away from threats, and these things actually hurt a lot.
I like that.
At level 99, this thing is pretty powerful.
Feel
but-
kind of a kindred spirit to this robot here. Just fly away from your problems.
Yeah. If they don't see me kill, they think I'm a friend, so I can actually hack this one too.
Isn't that the way of it? They don't see me
God.
go. They think I'm a friend.
Ow.
Oh, dude, I was
There we go.
talking about, like all the ROMs and everything that I've put on the Retroid Pocket 5.
Yeah.
Did you ever play Ikaruga?
Yes, and I was terrible at it. Like,
Well,
that game
everyone's
fucking hurts my
terrible at
brain.
it. I just experienced it for the first time
Oh yeah.
yesterday, and it's real
It is
good,
fun.
but it's not one
It's
of those
fun.
games that I'm ever going to be good at.
No, I get you. I would like to get good at shoot 'em ups, but yeah, that one especially is just because I'm stupid. It's one of those things that's like playing piano for me. I feel like I
Yeah,
have to
right,
pay
like white,
attention
black,
to
white,
so many
black.
things
Oh
at
god,
once.
what's closer? Like I made it. I had like every handicap on, and I barely made it past the first level. Yeah, it's not an easy game for sure.
It is not.
Well, and part of it too, like I don't quite understand the mechanic. Like if you're white, does nothing that's white hurt you, or do you still have to like dodge like the big laser beams, or and then
No,
like how much
You still-
damage
yeah.
do you get by bumping into enemies, and like I've got to learn all that stuff before I even try to wrap my mind around the bullet help mechanics.
I get you. All right, this guy's slow, so we're gonna get out of
But
here.
it's all like
Oh,
super.
moose!
I was gonna ask, can you hack a moose?
No,
No.
you can
Have-
ride
have
him.
you
Hey,
tried?
come back here. You know what? That's a good point. It's drooling.
Hey, it's the W.
It's a white moose. Yeah, you never see them out here. Damn.
There you go. Yeah, now you've gotten 2 in this playthrough.
Well, in the forest, they're a lot more common, but yeah.
Suck it, W Moose.
Sorry, W Moose.
It's okay.
Use
Use my body to keep you
my
alive.
flesh accordingly. Yeah, put me to good use.
You just run away without taking anything. No, my W Moose meat, it's precious.
The flies immediately go.
Right, they just
Oh
descend on him.
no! Why do you try to kill, knowing you will be killed? Okay, this is not the right
Sparks
way.
views the
obviously. What am
hacking
I
thing
doing?
is, hey, you can make new friends. Yeah, kind of.
Sort of.
Friends that have no will of their own. Aren't those the best kind of friends?
Oh god. So the third arena in the DLC is just a straight up fight. And all three of these things have like different levels and you get prizes and stuff. The last level is kind of like a oh shit, like here's the special stage. And they're kind of hard, but for the first two, it's like you can beat them. I've beaten them.
Yeah.
For the last one, which is just a straight up fight, all the enemies are level 130, and you can't go past 99. And so they kill you in one hit. Like, there's no way, unless you play as a different character. She has a move that can, like, you can go into overdrive, and you can survive 2 hits.
Okay.
But it's like every other stage, like even the other special stages, it's like there's 6 rounds or some shit. And everything below that in this fighting arena is like, hey, there's like 5 rounds of enemies or something.
Yeah.
This one is, I think, 24 rounds.
Oh, wow.
Everything can kill you in one hit.
Great.
And it's like, it's fucking insane. And so there's like special strategies. I've gone on YouTube. There are people who've beaten it. But I kind of believed for a while, it's like, has anyone actually beaten this? It seems impossible.
Just like there are people who have beaten Ikaruga.
Like, seriously, yeah. And at the end of it, it's like fucking, you got to fight Adam and Eve. I've never seen you over here before.
Mind your business.
Right?
He was taking a poop in
How
here.
about you mind your business?
Why does it smell like poop? Shut up, that's why.
So I just learned, I never fucking knew this. It meant something different, but the first currency the United States ever made was a penny.
Uh-huh.
And obviously there wasn't like anything about God on there, like duh.
Yeah.
But what it actually said was mind your business.
Really?
And I think that's the funniest thing.
Was it at
And
least
it's
in
like,
Latin or something?
No, it was mind your business in English. But they
like
said
that.
that because what they're saying is, hey, like, be mindful of your business, like your how you make
Okay,
money.
that makes more sense.
But
I'm worried about the other androids.
but today it's just like, hey, how about you fucking just fuck off and don't
Hey,
say anything.
this is my fucking penny and I'll do what I want with it.
So it is kind of funny to look at. I was like, oh shit.
That phrase, yeah, you're right. That phrase has totally changed meaning. Mind your business.
Mind your business. It's almost like rude to give it to
And then,
someone.
like, after the War of 1812, they added, like, the word bitch to the end of it.
Yeah, I was just thinking that. We got to make it a little more aggressive.
Right. Mind your business, bitch.
Bitch. Oh, shit.
And from there, it was a real simple transition into In God We Trust.
Yeah, I'm sure. Oh, yeah. That
Looks
comes
like
right
our
after.
surface route's been cut
Whee!
off. Maybe we
Whoop.
can get through from underground.
Which, like, objectively, when you look at that,
So 2B.
and I
are
get
machines
from
out in
the
desert look
Trump
just like androids,
people
right?
perspective,
Right.
it's
But we
a
androids were
xenophobic
modeled
point
after
of
our
pride,
human
right?
creators.
Like,
Yeah.
no,
All
of
the
course
machines
it
try to look like
means
us.
Yahweh, the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, because there is no other God. And again, I'm a Christian and I'm a pastor and I believe this. However, from a societal standpoint, it's a pretty big fucking oversight, isn't it? Right? Like, well, which God do we trust in, and how can I be sure that this tender for me means what it means to you? And no one gave that a thought.
Yeah,
Night,
I guess
Sparks.
they have a good night, Sparks. But
Which is true of basically every time we attempt to incorporate God into the state.
something of the
Right, like whoever's passing that law has a very distinct image in their mind of who God is and which God they're talking
and real
about.
Americans, it'll be unquestionable. Like,
Right, yeah, exactly. Right, but again, does that mean that my friend from across the street who worships a completely different God who I don't worship, are we just supposed to overlook this? And...
They don't get to use money.
Yeah, no, they don't get to use money, right? Yeah. What a fucking shit show.
Yeah.
Which also slams the door fucking shut on me ever being able to talk to them in a meaningful way about God.
No, yeah, that's true, isn't it?
Right? Because I got
mean,
the right
right-
God and you don't.
Ugh.
According to Donald Trump. Who, by the way, doesn't fucking believe in God. I just want to put that out there, like, for if anybody in the distant future stumbles across this video and, like, because Trump won the world, You know, you're probably hearing like an edited version of his history. Donald Trump is not a Christian man and has no reverence for anything outside of himself and his personal wealth, right?
Yeah.
Like, I still, even with everything that I'm witnessing today, like the one thing that I'll never allow him to have is my fucking faith, you know? Like, it is so disgusting to me that there's still people pretending that this man is, you know, the God candidate, right? This is the one that Jesus has
I mean,
elected.
there's a ton of people pretending, but I think there's a lot more who believe it.
Oh, there's a
Like-
ton who believe it, and there's a ton who I have to work with and look at every day and interact with and not punch in the face.
Yeah, that can't be
Who
stressful
believe
at
it.
all for you.
Oy.
I'm sorry.
Nah, it is what it is, and it was this way 8 years ago too.
Yeah.
It's just like, again, we've kind of collectively as a society put our heads together and decided, you know what? What if the world was remade in Trump's image and it's exactly what he wants it to be? Then yeah, Trump is what real Christians are supposed to be, and yeah, Trump's behavior is acceptable, and yeah, like no, I'm still,
We need a way
you know, who knows? Maybe I'll be thrown into some kind of re-education camp in a couple of years for this, but I'm not willing to let him have that because
No, I
because
get
it
ya.
means that my whole profession is meaningless.
It's not
If he
meaningless.
is an accurate representation of the Christian faith, then I am ministering that faith incorrectly.
Okay, but you obviously know that's not true. Even
well,
if a
but
lot
that's
of
the thing.
people-
I know it's not true. You know it's not true. There's a lot of people in generations before us who would read the Bible and know that's not true. But we're kind of in the business right now as the United States of really redefining what is factual and true and concrete and reshaping that to be, well, what best suits the Trump narrative. And that is becoming factual and true and canon. You know, it's so the faith as I know it
What's this?
for a lot of people is being upended, and that's not an understatement. Like, because you can't have it both ways. Either Donald Trump is a Christian and Christianity doesn't mean what we all thought it meant, or he is not a Christian and we all have to reconcile ourselves to that at some point, which most of the people who follow him are not ready to do.
No.
And so yeah, like which is it going to be? Is Trump the where you're going to get your belief in Jesus from, or is the Bible and your pastor where you're going to get your belief in Jesus from? Because
Yeah.
because at some point, and don't get me wrong, like I'm well aware that there are guys who are pastors who are completely on the Trump train, and they'll say whatever, you know, to justify his abhorrent behavior to themselves. But for anyone like still accurately ministering the Bible, there is going to come at least one sermon in your career where you're going to have to like kind of sidestep that, or hell, just engage with it directly and be like, yeah, I mean, what Trump said is wrong and what he's doing is wrong, and
Yeah.
you know, please don't believe what you just saw on the TV about Christianity, because it's absolutely wrong and horrible.
Ugh.
And you know, I'm just kind of getting myself ready for that because it's gonna happen, and I am gonna get in trouble.
I mean, haven't you like sent emails to people when they've emailed you, like
Oh, yeah.
about Israel?
a couple of times, and you know,
Yeah.
not for the last 4 years because it just hasn't been as big of an issue. But I'm gearing myself up for it again.
Yeah. People kind of get emboldened somehow, and not just like bullies, but people who are like, "Oh, I probably shouldn't say this out loud," and then they're like, "Well, wait a second, maybe people are starting to wake up or something to, you know, what they believe." And
And, well, and it's
Okay.
sad because a lot of people who, you know, did believe are now having to adjust or abandon that belief. And when I think of the fact that genuine faith and that goodness and piety is being abandoned for a character like Trump, it just that's probably more than anything what makes my blood boil about
Yeah.
him. is that he has completely cowboyed my faith and made it about
Yeah.
himself, just like
He's
everything he does.
like everything, using it as a tool.
Yep.
You know, just to
To further
get
himself,
people's votes,
yeah.
basically, and yeah. I can't hack her yet, I guess.
And again, there's dudes who are my coworkers who absolutely are on board with that, and I can't wrap my brain around that.
Yeah.
Anywho, back into the
Sorry.
weeds we go. What did I call him again? God's perfect asshole? I guess that's more accurate than I would have thought.
Tubi, stop attacking her.
No, it's gotta die. What was this thing's purpose before it became a murder bot?
You figure out. I don't remember.
I mean,
Oh,
was this
purpose?
entertainment for somebody?
Oh, I see what you're saying. No, this is actually a machine.
The thing in the
it's-
red dress, like, it's horrifying, right? Like, I can't imagine, like, before it started killing everybody, like, what it was and what it was for.
It became that by killing people. It dressed itself up in a whole bunch of androids.
If
Oh,
we take
God.
hacking damage, it'll affect our bodies as well.
She used to be the belle of the ball.
Oh God.
Now look at her.
I wonder, like, you're right.
Maybe they shouldn't have hung the creepy puppets from her. That probably didn't do her any favors.
I'm now noticing her actual head is below that big head.
Corpses.
Oh, interesting. Oh, those... I didn't catch that the first playthrough. Are those cyborg skeletons?
Those are androids, yeah.
Android skeletons, yeah, okay, interesting.
Those are our buddies.
Are we seriously being attacked with dead androids?
Why were we programmed to feel pain?
I'm detecting black box signals.
So not dead.
They've been turned into weapons.
All right. This ends now.
Now it's personal. It's like cocks a gun.
All right, but yeah, so Saturday, just kind of let me know how that's panning out throughout the week, and
Will do.
do you think I should just then grab an Uber or something from the train station or the bus station, or is there a way to hop on a train? Would that be cheaper, or what would work best to get to your place?
Well, I'll pay for an Uber.
No,
like,
you don't
I
have to pay
totally
for
don't mind
anything.
doing it. If you're like insistent on that, then it's probably a bus. But Uber's like by far the easiest way.
Yeah, because I
Obviously.
can just give them
But
your
yeah.
address and...
Google Maps is pretty good in the city as far as like it'll tell you exactly, hey, you got to do these 3 things, to get to this place.
Yeah.
Whoop. All right, let me try that without embarrassing myself.
Suppose I should actually download Uber and familiarize myself. It's one of those things where, like, Sarah has it on her phone from the last time we traveled, but I pretty much drive everywhere living in Indiana, so I just don't have
yeah.
it. I imagine it's not a difficult app to navigate. Oh,
That's
God.
how she, yeah.
Okay, I guess it is kind of answering my questions about about her.
Mhm.
This is terrifying.
The person she's trying to impress lives in Pascal's village,
Oh,
and he's
okay.
insufferable. And he
Oh,
also
great.
one of the ongoing side quests throughout the whole game. I've already done it, so you don't see it.
Yeah.
But is to meet with what's his name, Jean Paul. Is to meet with Jean Paul's fangirls.
Uh-huh.
And like deliver letters to Jean Paul. And every time you deliver one of your letters, he like rips it up and was like, "What is this drivel?"
Oh my God.
And then you go tell them, and they're like, "Oh, Jean Paul, he always does that."
That's just his way. His clothes make me look cute. Huh. It's a sad story now.
Oh yeah, all of a sudden, a little heavy-handed, like I said.
Yeah, turns out when you play as the character who's given, like, introspection into, like, what these robots are actually feeling, it's not the happiest thing. What is beauty? But yeah, we should still have plenty of time Sunday then to grab a good meal before the concert or after the.
Oh, yeah.
What time's the concert again?
The concert's at 2, so
Oh, okay,
I'm
so
gonna
yeah, after.
I'm gonna ask Amy too. Like, we'll get some breakfast, and then I'll ask her what she wants to do. Like, if she wants to hang out at all afterwards, she might want to get like dinner or something.
Yeah, cool.
And then yeah, we can come home and fucking game or something.
Hell yeah, game.
Sounds good to me.
Actually, I've got to remember too when I get to the bus station to actually familiarize myself with the layout so that when Monday morning rolls around, I actually know where I'm going to catch my bus. I
And
imagine
there's
it's
always
pretty clearly labeled, but still.
And as far as like the Greyhound buses and stuff,
Yeah.
Yeah, you don't want to miss that.
Yeah, no.
Where do you have to go to catch it?
Same place, Chicago bus station.
But I mean, like from your are you going to Indianapolis or where do you have to go?
Oh no, there's actually it's a direct shot from Bloomington to Chicago, which is what made it so convenient.
Where do you have to go get the bus though? Like to come to
there's
Chicago?
a Bloomington bus station.
Oh, nice. Okay,
hub.
so not that far at all. Okay.
No, yeah. So Sarah's basically just going to drop me off in downtown Bloomington. I'm going to get on the bus and I'll get off at Chicago. And then same thing, I get on at Chicago and it takes me to Bloomington.
Sweet.
Yep.
Pretty convenient. And how much was it for the ticket?
Like $30 each.
Damn.
Yeah, it was not bad at all.
Yeah, dude. I would driving because already you're going to spend probably that much on gas, even in a hybrid.
Oh, easily, yeah. And even
So-
charging the Tesla is going to be about 20 something, and I have to drive and park and navigate and all that good stuff.
Yeah, you kind of be stupid not to take a bus every time.
Yeah,
I'm wondering
seriously.
about that now. I'm like, shit. Like, should I just fucking take an Uber to when I come visit you? Like,
Yeah, you
to,
you absolutely should. Get yourself a bus, and I'll just come get you at the station.
Oh my god. I mean, the drive itself is kind of fun sometimes, like catch up on podcasts or something.
Oh, yeah.
But
But you can do
if
that on
I
the
could
bus, too.
yeah, right. It's like if I don't have to drive and I'm like in a kind of a comfy seat and I can like play a game or something. Shit.
Yeah, right. I was also looking, I had my pick of seats, so I'm guessing there's not going to be a whole lot of people on the bus with me, which is
Oh, cool.
kind of nice. Though I
Yeah.
do wonder, does it stop other places and pick up people in other towns on the way into Chicago? I imagine so.
I also wonder like if it's not full
Thanks for
from
the assist.
like where they were planning on going. They like, okay, we'll make a stop here or
Our
something.
scanners are pretty good at that
Yeah,
kind
I'm
of
not
thing.
sure.
I've got your back.
I don't know how any of this works, so I guess I'll find out.
But it's
But
just like, hey,
it'd
all
be
you're looking
really
at
nice
is
if
price.
it was just like a big empty bus for the most part.
I'm
Took
sorry.
me
would be
straight to
nice.
Chicago.
Their circuits are fried. I think they were only
They're
being kept alive
very-
by that enemy.
Tasty looking and
Itchy tasty.
itchy
Did
tasty.
you know, speaking of ROMs and emulation and all this good stuff, as I was looking at DS games, did you know that Resident Evil 1 got a DS port?
Oh, yeah.
Machines don't have
Deadly
feelings.
Silence. I did not know about that.
Deadly Silence.
Yeah,
Wow, I totally forgot
I
the name of it and everything.
Yeah.
I have no idea. This is original DS, right?
Yeah, and it's actually a pretty perfect port of the PS1 game.
I was wondering like what the difference is, if there's any graphical difference or
They added
you know.
like a first-person knife combat segment.
That's fucking
to some
cool.
Of it, and like they did like a rearrange mode kind of thing. But other
Oh,
than that, like
what?
the graphics, the sound, everything is exactly as it was on the PS1. It's actually pretty cool.
That's cool.
Yeah.
I've never played that version. I should like check it out and see like what it's about.
Yeah.
Because I'm always like Resident Evil 1 is like such a trip. And also like kind of interesting to like see all the differences between like the different versions.
Yeah.
Because there's like 6 different versions of it or something, but
Yeah, the problem with Resident Evil 1 is I barely ever give the PS1 version any attention anymore because Remake is just so good.
yeah. I've definitely played the PS1 version a lot more than Remake. But that's mostly because I suck at Remake. Like,
Oh, really?
It's an amazing game. Oh yeah, that game's fucking hard, dude.
Yeah, but I mean, it's still cool.
It is cool.
Well, needless to say, I'll be bringing the Retroid Pocket with me so I can show you some of these.
Sweet.
They're sending supplies up from Earth to the.
Yeah,
moon and
I've
Mars.
definitely gone down the
Spare
rabbit
parts or fuel
hole
in
of
space after all.
handhelds lately, but
So you've already played like PS2 games on this?
oh yes, yeah,
All right.
yeah, PS2 and GameCube, with a couple of like exceptions where there's just like some quirks of the ROMs where they're harder to run. It
Yeah.
plays pretty much everything
They
perfectly.
originally came here from outer
Well, like I said, the
space, right?
3DS is kind of a noticeable
Theories about
like.
that, but
For
no
some
one
reason,
knows
it's just
for
hard to
sure.
emulate.
Hard to tell what
And
alien
like when
is
they shut
thinking, you know?
down Citra last year, I think that kind of slammed the brakes on some of its forward momentum. That there is Lime
Okay.
3DS now, which is Citra's successor,
Brother,
and it runs like pretty well
why
for the
do we
most
have to wear
part.
undergarments?
But it's
Such a hassle.
I mean, there's
The
definitely like a
radiance
lot of
from
hiccups and
cover
like
their crotches
visual
to
oddities and
about
stuff like that. And so,
revealing
if
one's
you're looking
genitals was
like
seen as
for a
problematic.
Also,
perfect 3DS
are you
experience,
seeing this shit right here though?
yes, I am.
Because we were talking about this the last time. It's just like, why would they even cover themselves? It's like, no, they address that.
Yeah.
But
Revealing
yeah,
one's
sorry, go on.
genitals was seen as
Just be
problematic.
quiet and wear them already.
So just be quiet and wear them already. That's right.
So sorry, I cut you off. What were you saying?
No,
about
no, you're good.
3DS?
Yeah, so yeah,
This is a
that's
type of
one of the only
Our data suggests that
exceptions
mankind
where
gained great
it's
intelligence
not a
from this.
perfect experience. Like the DS is perfect. PS2 and GameCube I would say are probably like
Once we're done,
95% perfect, and then everything before that is obviously
great.
100%
I feel like that's-
on.
Lots of fruit.
That's 95% is close enough for me most of the time. Because I feel like the games that will usually work are like the popular games
Yes.
that kind of people spend a lot of time trying to optimize them.
Right.
So yeah, most of the time it's the games that you want are working.
They all have white flags.
Looks like they
and
really
it's a
don't wanna
powerful
fight.
enough, like it's a Snapdragon processor, so it's powerful enough that it can brute force even like some of the parts where it's not
Can't trust anything
100%
machines
perfect.
say.
And so
Okay.
I think it's kind of funny because we forget that, you know, when we were growing up, we would experience things like slowdown and like hiccups and
Yeah.
everything just on the native consoles. We just didn't think about it.
Yeah, and it's like you couldn't do anything about it. And I think it's also because we're the not the end user. We're the ones that are like trying to make the emulation work. So it's like, ah, fuck, how can I make
Right.
this
So
better?
like every hiccup, it's like, oh shoot, that's not right. Well, except it actually was part of the original game, so live with it.
I remember playing like fucking Mega Man on the NES.
How much I would
And if
slow
there was,
down
like-
when things got heavy. Yeah.
You go to like Cutman stage and there's like 8 enemies on screen at once. It's like, phew.
I used to
just like,
think
yeah.
of it as like I was doing so awesome at the game that I entered like a slow-mo sequence.
Oh yeah, we've talked about that.
Yeah.
And I think I've told you that playing Hyper Zone on the Super Nintendo, I was like, I'm good at that game. Like I can beat it. And then I played it like on an emulator, like that ran. It was like it could run really well, and all of a sudden I sucked at the game. I'm
It
like,
suddenly
what the fuck?
felt wrong. Yeah.
And it was because it wasn't slowing down.
Right.
It was running too well, and turns out the slowdown helped me out quite a bit.
Right. You know, it's kind of like what we were talking about with Sonic Adventure. You know, it's not just that the game has to look right and run its, you know, a full 60 FPS. It's actually got to feel like it used to
Actually, I
feel
gotta check
before I'm
this
any good at it.
Yeah. I mean, it's like, there's feel, but for that game, it really is just like they messed it up. They gimped the game and the directional
And, yeah, and then they
inputs.
kept the gimped version for all subsequent releases.
Yeah.
Oy.
Oh, by the way, here's the guy that made What's Her Face go crazy. Oh,
Oh,
no,
nice.
that's right. I forgot. No, he's not. That's just his buddy. That's his little
Ball-like
person
machine.
that hangs around like Jabba's feet and goes,
Oh god.
No, Jean Paul himself, after you complete a side quest, he goes on a journey to find himself or some dumb shit. But the whole thing is like
he
he's
gets a chance to
insufferable.
repent.
Well, no, he does it because that's like the cool thing to do.
Oh,
And it's
nice.
just
So he
like
didn't learn
Jean
anything.
Paul himself is not intelligent. It's like most of the things he says are just obscure, so they sound intelligent. To an
Oh,
idiot.
he's Yeezy.
Yeah, he's Bill Maher. He's,
Yeah, he just throws words out there and assumes there's meaning to be had. Right?
Yeah, basically. And
Yeah.
so, and it is just like both 9S and 2B are just like, ugh. Like, this guy's the most
Right.
insufferable dick.
That sucks. I hate people like that.
Oh, yeah. It is kind of a funny side. Which way do I go? I think I go this way. There we go. Oh no, they don't want me to go backwards. They want me to go the. They want me to go the different routes.
This is scenario two, fool.
There we go.
Look at those fucking legs go.
Yeah.
Must
Oh,
be
you
nice
know what?
to be a machine. Like
Weirdly,
I
the
run like that
cosmetic
for
stuff.
2.5 seconds and already like my joints are creaking. I'm like, oh god, I don't need to go this fast. Wait,
There
you
was
have an
a
A2 wig?
A2.
Yeah, right there.
You know A2?
Well, yeah. I mean, wasn't she?
Oh,
Didn't
yeah,
she show up at the end of 2B scenario?
Oh yeah, we fought her at the forest. That's
Yeah.
right.
I was gonna say, so you can put her hair on 9S because that's awesome.
No, I think that one goes either it's let's see, a long-haired wig for A2.
Oh,
so
for
spoiler,
A2.
you get to play as A2.
I see.
Let's see.
I kind of figured that she
Feeling-
was going to be the third character.
Dress module. There we go.
Oop.
I took my shorts off. You're welcome.
Damn, look at those little legs.
Now,
Those little
now this
pasty
is
white legs.
NieR Automata, the journey of Hyrule and the story of Hyrule.
Right? By the way, speaking of like 3DS and like some of the issues emulating it, one of the most difficult games on the 3DS to
What is it?
kind of get to find a sweet spot in the settings so that it's running properly is Hyrule Warriors.
Oh yeah? I wonder
Yeah.
if that's just the amount of shit that's going on.
Actually, what's weird is the gameplay sequence, once everything like renders and buffers, it's
Yeah.
pretty silky smooth. The problem is that game has a whole bunch of cutscenes that play in the middle of battles, and for some reason, those really chug.
Interesting.
And I'm not sure why, because they're pre-rendered videos, so I don't quite get why it's so hard for the...
Or are they? No. That is, I was having trouble playing Final Fantasy IV, the not the after years, but like the complete collection,
Yeah.
because suddenly RetroArch wasn't working for me anymore, and no one on the internet like knew why, and so fucking I had to like dig through every option.
What system are you playing it on?
Well, PSP, but it's the
Right,
emulator
but I mean,
is
like,
PSP.
what are you playing it on your computer, your Steam Deck?
Oh, computer.
Okay, you should just get like the PPSS PP standalone.
Oh,
But, like
for sure.
one thing that I'm
I should.
finding out, like as I'm getting kind of really deep into emulation, is that if you have the option, like RetroArch is perfect for like PS1 on down, but anything higher than that, like the standalone apps, for some reason always tend to work better than putting them through RetroArch, and I'm not sure why.
RetroArch is kind of like it's pretty great at everything.
Oh yeah, RetroArch is awesome, and it's nice to have everything in one place. But
it's not going to be the best experience for any of them.
Yeah,
like
but like the one that really got me was Dreamcast. Like I was having a hell of a time, trying to get Dreamcast to look and run properly on the Retroid Pocket, and I was using Flycast through RetroArch.
yeah.
And I'm like, well, a lot of these settings, like when I try them, they should do one thing, but instead they make like Sonic's eyes disappear.
Oh,
And I'm like, I wonder if that's just like a quirk with RetroArch. So I just for experiment's sake, I got Flycast from the Google store.
Yeah.
And lo and behold, everything worked perfectly. I mean,
Yeah,
not
and-
perfectly, like I can only run it in its native resolution, because when you do per pixel rendering, which gets rid of a lot of like the visual glitches with emulation, it's really taxing. And so if you try to run it at anything above its native resolution, it's going to give you a hard time. But on a small screen, who cares?
Yeah. It's
yeah.
kind of weird. It's like, it says it's loading the core and stuff. It's like, is this a cooperation issue? Like, they're not getting the most updated thing of this emulator? I don't know. But, like, the same thing is for Wii games. Running Dolphin through
Sometimes
RetroArch
yeah.
doesn't, especially if you're trying to use, I think
Sometimes
it
it's just a
works
pass
fairly
through,
well.
you know, like for some reason something gets lost in translation.
Yeah,
From,
especially trying to use a Wii remote. Good fucking luck. I can't do
I
it on
bet.
RetroArch. I don't know how it's supposed to work. But so using Dolphin directly, it's still kind of hard, but
Uh-huh.
you can get it to work. It's like, yeah, using a Wii remote is kind of difficult, but yeah, RetroArch can't do it. It's I just don't know. Like somehow it's not optimized most of the time. I have the most luck with like older systems on RetroArch where it doesn't seem like there's any issue. Super Nintendo and 64, I've never had an issue with it either. But yeah, on the newer stuff, it's just better to use the emulator itself.
Yeah.
I did figure out the problem because this was like every game. Super Nintendo games, nothing was running how it
really?
should. And it was trying to run everything at 30 hertz. That was the issue.
Oh,
And I was
weird.
like, oh, is this like just how the game ran? I was like, wait a second, no, that's not the same as FPS. Like fucking, like these are 60 hertz.
Yeah, like that was the television
always
standard from, you know, when television first started.
Yeah. So I don't know why it did that. I changed it to 60 and it fixed everything immediately. So it's like, that is not something I would have changed. I don't know why it did that. Something like forced its way to like do that.
Yeah,
But
that's weird.
whatever.
Yeah, RetroArch can be quirky, especially
Fair enough.
like if you tweak settings and then kind of forget what you did. Oh, God help you.
Yeah. For one particular game or system, and then yeah, then you're
Yeah,
fucked.
It is tricky. Fortunately, they do let you save like per game profiles, which is nice.
Yeah, that is really nice. Per game or per
system,
core.
or yeah.
Yeah.
But Goliath, this
All right, buddy. I'm thinking we got it next time on Play the Hits.
Has it already been an hour?
It's been an hour and 25.
Shit. All right. All right, come on.
All right, well,
Pascal,
maybe
stop
we
talking.
should try to
We'll sort
do
it
like a
out later.
random ass episode of something while we're together in Chicago.
I mean, I'm cool with that. I'm also cool with like Super Bunny Man or something.
Hell yeah.
Anything sounds good. Oh, we could do this together, and maybe we could try to convince Chrissy and Nick to do it too. But Chained Together, if you ever seen,
Oh yeah, you were telling me
Like-
about
like-
that.
oh yeah, I think that'll be funny as hell. No.
Sweet. All right, dude.
Okay, I'll see you next time, buddy.
Yep, I'll
And
see
yeah,
you Saturday, one way or
If
the other.
anything, yeah. All right, see you then.
Have a good night.